Hey, good morning, everyone. So before I jump in today's video, I want to give a comment on yesterday's video, and that is a lot of the comments that I got made me recognize that there's two other streams of income that I'm completely forgot to put into yesterday's video, and that is high yield savings account, which we'll talk about a little bit today, and the other one being lending club. So actually, when I said 5 streams of income, I really meant 7, of which only one of them is really enough to really talk about. My lending club, I did that starting in like 2014, 2015, and it really fell off, to be honest. I have no idea how much is in there. So it is what it is. But anyway, getting actually into the video, you're seeing some comments here on the screen. Number 2, Pencil 456 says, by the spreadsheet, yeah, whatever. Appreciate that. Our income streams are my wife's, blah, 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 and our high yield Amex high yield savings account. Got that idea from you. Trying to work on getting more income streams. So this is a comment on yesterday's video. Appreciate the comment here. And it made me start thinking that I don't know if I have done an official video discussing high yield savings account and what I do. I've mentioned it before in passing, passively through the channel, but I don't necessarily think that I have called it out. And one of the things that I definitely want to do is check out a few articles here, which are discussing, 1, the average interest rate for savings accounts, and then 2, the average interest rates for checking accounts. A lot of people that I know, including people in my family, generally just put their money in a checking account and just let it be there. Some folks even will sell homes and leave their equity money in their checking account in the order of hundreds of thousands of dollars. And I'm like, I understand if you don't necessarily know what you want to do with the money, whether it's invest it, buy more real estate, I can understand that, but you got to do something a little bit better than just keep it in a brick and mortar savings and brick and mortar checking account, and this is why. So on the screen here we have average interest rate for savings accounts. This is maybe 6 months old at this point. This article came out in February 2019, but according to the FDIC, the average savings account in the United States was 0.09%. 0.09%. It's pretty sad. And this applied to balances below and above $100,000. So 0.09%. Remember that. And then on another account, this one came from March 2018, also from the FDIC. Average national average for checking account interest rates, 0.06%. It's pretty awful. And there's a couple videos that Grant Cardone does and this and that, but in order to double your money, you have to have the rule of 72, right? So if you guys are familiar with that, let's pull up a calculator here. So that means whatever interest rate you're getting, divide 72 by that number, okay? So in the case of, let's say, your money is getting 1%, you do 72 divided by 1. So it takes 72 years to double your money at 1%. So keep that in mind. So if you're getting 7%, it'd be about 10 years, which is, generally speaking, 7 to 9% is what the average is for, say, the stock market. So every 8 to 10 years, you should be doubling your money. So let's just say the higher number, 0.09% for the average savings account. 72 divided by 0.09%. It would take 800 years for you to double your money. That's pretty awful, yeah. And then if you think about it, inflation averages 2 to 3% per year, so you're actually losing money. So while you might be doubling the amount of dollars that you're actually having, the actual value of that money is actually going down. So then let's also think about what you would get if you were in your checking account. So rule of 72, 72 divided by 0.06, 1,200 years. It would take 1,200 years in today's checking accounts to double your money. Let me show you a slightly better offer. This is personally what I use. I'm not saying that, and let me adjust the screen here so you can get a little bit. I personally use the Amex personal savings accounts, generally speaking, because I know they raise it pretty often. I started investing with them when it was, I believe, like 1.5%, probably about 4 years ago, and they've slowly, gradually increased it to 2.1%. And I was really hoping that they would get up to 2.2%, but now that interest rates are slowly getting cut back down, I don't know if that will happen. But regardless, there's other places like Wealthfront and stuff like that that you could use that might get you a better interest rate. But I personally like Amex. It's got a decent user interface. It's really quick to open up. And all you'd have to do, and I'll leave a link down in the description below, is go to AmericanExpress.com, personal savings, /customer.html, and it'll bring you to this. Let's do a quick rendition here. So 2.1%, let's just see. We know that it would take 800 years to double our money with a regular average savings account in the United States. It'll take 1,200 years to do that for checking. Let's do the same for the Amex personal savings. It'll only take 34 years. Is that great? No. But at least at 2.1%, you're matching the rate of inflation. And let's just do a quick calculation here. So if you were to actually say take this 2.1% and divide it by the 0.06, you're getting a 35x increase on the amount of interest that you're getting by going from a checking account to this high yield savings account with Amex or Wealthfront. I think Wealthfront, who did a video on it? I would like to shout them out on this, but I'm drawing a blank on who actually wrote the video or made the content video. But they're a huge advocate for Wealthfront. I personally have never used it, so that's why. So look it up. There's YouTube videos on it. I think they were giving like 2.5% or something like that, which is even better than the 2.1%, obviously. But anyway, so if you were to use the checking account, average checking account versus the high yield savings account, you're losing about 35 times the amount of interest you'd be getting. So if you think about it, yeah, I don't know how else to easily put that. But if you were to do, let's just say, the average savings account in the U.S., it would be 23 times the amount. So you go from 0.09% to 2.1%. That's an increase of interest that you'd be getting by 23x. So at the moment, if you have a bunch of money in your savings account and you're getting $1 a month steadily incoming, you could move that to Amex and get $23 instead. I think that is just like absurd. So I'm not saying you should put all your money in here or what have you, but if you have a nest egg and you're just sitting there and you have, let's just say, like a couple months worth of salary, because you just want to make sure that nothing ever happens to it, just look for any high yield savings account. You can see so many at this point that have interest rates over 2%. You'll be getting monumental increases, and it's not gonna like let you retire earlier, but it's just like it might take 5-10 minutes to set up and transfer your money. I mean, it's not that difficult, and the amount of extra money, I mean, it'll shave a couple days off of retirement, but it's just like just time cost and the opportunity cost of it just sitting in like an average checking account or an average savings account is just like, come on. So yes, I personally use Amex personal savings, but I know Wealthfront, and I used to use Ally Financial as well back in the day. They were previously an online savings bank that I used, and I found the Amex personal savings was like a little bit higher, but at the time, and my friend used it, and so him and I talked, and I switched it over to Amex, and I think that Ally is comparable at the moment. I'm not exactly sure. But all you would really have to do, and I can do this right now on the fly, is best savings rate for online banks. And this is bringing it up on Yahoo, but you could easily do it on Google. But here it is right here. Bankrate.com is a really good website to use to do this, and you can easily see all these down. So let me scroll down. Best online savings account, August 2019. Obviously, I would suggest that you would find something that is a member of the FDIC and is insured and what have you. But all these banks are relatively well known. You can see, Goldman Sachs has banks on here, TIAA, State Farm Bank, Capital One. You could even do BMO Harris Bank, but then there's also Wealthfront. And this is the first time I've ever visited their site, so apologies that who knows what actually shows up. But they actually have anything. Cash account gets you 2.32% APY. So that's pretty cool. And I don't know really what FDIC insured up to $1 million. So think about it. You sell a house, you put this in there. If you have $1 million, you can get, I don't know, what is that, $23,000 a year in interest. I mean, that's pretty tasty. Of course, it's $1 million. You can invest that elsewhere and get a lot higher returns than if you have $1 million. You're obviously an accredited investor, so you have probably access to a lot of other things. But I really, really, really hope that this at least gets you thinking about, they even say it right here, traditional financial institutions between 0.01 and 0.09 in checking and savings accounts. Boom. 20% greater than the national average. They actually should make that like 25% or 25 times. Did I say 20%? I meant 20x. 20x. I should make it at least 25x. And that's probably what I'll put the title of the video. But really hope this video finds you guys well. Really appreciate number 2 pencil 536 or 546 shouting me out and letting me know that really helped them. And I really apologize for making this video way later than I should have. This is probably one of the videos that I should have made a long time ago. So let me know also what you think about using the webcam. It's still not really that great in front of the camera, so hopefully this isn't too awkward, but you can see a little bit of the view in the background. Maybe I can get a stand or something so I can elevate a little bit so you can get at least a little bit better picture of, say, like the apartment and the view outside. And if I can ever find a good microphone, maybe I'll also get a good webcam as well. So who knows? I was looking yesterday after I bought all this other crap, and I realized that I bought the wrong stuff. That they have really nice headsets that kind of sit over your ears, and maybe if I end up doing a podcast or if Dividend Grinder actually finally wants to hang out with me and reunite the Pennsylvanians, that might be the way that I go. So over the head headphones, gamer headphones, and it probably has really good microphones. So all right, guys, cheers. Any other topics that you guys want to hear, leave them down in the comment section down below. And if you haven't already, like and subscribe this video for more content and updates on anything, really. So cheers.